step into the shadows of history, where ambition and tragedy intertwine. We often celebrate genius, but what happens when an invention, born of brilliance, turns on its very creator? Today, we uncover a chilling tale from the annals of innovation. A story where the line between breakthrough and curse becomes terrifyingly blurred. Ski. Imagine a mind ablaze with an idea so revolutionary it promised to change the world. We'll journey back in time, not just to read about this inventor, but to walk in their shoes. Through cinematic recreation, we'll feel the hum of the workshop, see the glint of determination in their eyes, and witness the relentless pursuit of a dream. This isn't just a history lesson, it's a human story of passion, obsession, and a final, fatal miscalculation. Our story begins with a visionary. Let's call him Franz Reichelt, the Flying Tailor. It's the dawn of the 20th century, a time crackling with the electric promise of aviation. While others were building planes, Franz had a different, more personal vision: to save the pilots who might fall from them. He dreamed of a wearable parachute, a suit that could turn a deadly plummet into a gentle descent. He poured his life, his savings, and his soul into this creation, stitching together fabric and hope in his small Parisian workshop, tested it with dummies, throwing them from his fifth-floor apartment. The results were ... inconclusive. But Franz was not a man swayed by doubt. He possessed an unshakable faith in his design. He saw himself as a pioneer, a savior in the making. The authorities were skeptical, but his conviction was infectious. He believed, with every fiber of his being, that his invention would work. The science was sound, he argued. The principles were there. It was just a matter of proving it. This is where our story takes its darkest turn. On a cold February morning in 1912, Franz stood atop the Eiffel Tower. This was to be his ultimate demonstration, a spectacle to silence all critics. He wasn't using a dummy this time. Dressed in his bulky parachute suit, he became his own final experiment. Friends and officials begged him to reconsider, to use the dummy as planned. But something had taken hold of him, a fusion of pride and a desperate need to validate his life's work. Under the cold, grey Parisian sky, surrounded by a crowd of onlookers and clicking cameras, he hesitated for a moment. He adjusted his contraption, looked down at the earth far below, and then, with a final, fateful leap, he stepped into eternity. The parachute suit, his magnum opus, failed to deploy, wrapped around him like a shroud, and his dream of flight ended in a tragic, earth-shattering impact. He didn't just invent the device, he became its first and last victim. The footage of that day still exists, a ghostly echo of a dream gone horribly wrong. It forces us to ask unsettling questions. Was this the tragic result of a flawed design, a simple miscalculation in aerodynamics and weight, or was there something more at play? Did his obsession blind him, creating a curse born not of superstition, but of his own unyielding ambition? The invention, meant to save lives from the sky, instead claimed its own creator, pulling him from the very monument he had climbed to prove its worth. So, as we look back on this haunting chapter of innovation, we're left with a profound question that echoes through time. Was the flying suit a work of misunderstood genius, a stepping stone that was simply ahead of its time? Or was it a cursed artifact, destined from its first stitch to lead its creator to his demise? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for joining us on this journey into history's darker side. If you found this story as compelling as we did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tales of ambition, innovation, and the high price of genius. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.